And in the days prior to his death, the weeks and months prior to his death, he spoke often about what was coming. Contrary to being a surprise, he knew the details before the people who carried them out even knew the details. For example, in Mark 8:31, he began to teach his followers that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, that would compose the Sanhedrin, the ruling body of Israel, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. And he was stating the matter plainly. There was absolutely no mistaking the fact that he knew about his coming death, and he knew about its details. Verse 9, as they were coming down the mountain, gave them orders not to relate to anyone what they had seen until the Son of Man rose from the dead. So he knows he's going to die. He knows he is going to rise. Verse 31 of that same chapter again. This time he's in Galilee and he's teaching his disciples. He says the Son of Man is to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and when he has been killed, he will rise 3 days later. Again in chapter 10. Verse 32, they were on the road now going to Jerusalem. Jesus walking ahead of them. He took the 12 aside at the end of the verse there, and then verse 33, he said to them, behold, we're going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered to the chief priests and the scribes. They will condemn him to death, hand him over to the Gentiles. They will mock him and spit on him and scourge him and kill him, and 3 days later he will rise again. Neither the Jewish leaders nor the Roman executioners knew that any of this was going to happen the way he said it was going to happen, but it was all pre-written history. He knew what was going to happen, how it was going to happen. He knew when it was going to happen. We have to go to Jerusalem for the Passover. That's when it's going to happen. And he knew the purpose of it. In the 45th verse of that 10th chapter, he said, the Son of Man didn't come to be served, but to serve and give his life a ransom for many. He would die not a solo death of a disappointed man, but he would die a death that was a ransom to God for many. He understood the substitutionary reality of his death. He knew he would die. He knew the circumstances around that death engaged the Jews and the Jewish leadership. It also engaged the Roman executioners, and the purpose of God was ransom for those whom God had chosen.